these are the supplies you will need if you want to cover your own mini notebook. You're going to need a notebook. You're going to need 2 sheets of paper that measure 4.5 by 6, glue, bone folder, and a corner chomper. Step 1, you're going to open your notebook, and these notebooks measure 4.5 by 3. So what I'm going to do is I want to cover both sides, but I'm not going to cover the spine of my book. I just want to cover the blue. And I also want to cover the inside. So I'm going to start with the inside using wet glue. I'm going to add my glue to the cover. Take your design paper, put it inside your book. Try to line it up as close as you can to the seam. Press down. If you use wet glue, it gives you a couple of seconds to shift that paper around. Use your bone folder to press for a nice seal. Okay, now to cover the front, you're just going to fold the paper up. Just like that. Add glue to your paper. Fold down. Again, using your bone folder to press for a nice seal. Now we're going to cover the back of our book. So same steps. Add glue to the cover. Add your paper. If any of the glue seeps out, I like to use a paper towel. Press down with a bone folder. Like that. Right. Fold this over. Okay. Now add glue to the paper. Just like that. And just try when you're folding it over that you're pulling towards the spine. And then just bone folder, press everything down. If the glue seeps out, wipe it clean. I use Gorilla Glue, so I'm able to wipe off the excessive glue. Just like that. And wipe it clean. Okay. Now we need to round our corners, right? Because the rest of our notebook is rounded. So that's where this chomper comes in. And I'm going to use the 1/4 inch round. There you go. So that is our completed notebook. Okay, if you want, you can even add little mini pockets to the front and to the back. The notebooks I'm gonna leave not decorated. If you do purchase my loaded envelopes from Etsy, I did provide extra embellishments for you to decorate your envelopes and also your mini notebooks. So an example of an embellishment, this is just different shapes that I cut using design paper, layered them all up, and look how cute that looks already. Now let's go ahead and make our bookmark and our tassel. Let's start with our bookmark. The pieces that you're going to need are a piece of chipboard and a piece of design paper that both measure at 1.5 by 3.5. I'm also going to use a tag punch from Stampin' Up! To give it the tag punch or the tag look. So let's go ahead and insert our tag and punch it. Now we're going to glue our paper to our tag. Using wet glue again is ideal for these projects because it gives you a few seconds to move the paper around. Use your bone folder for a nice crease. Okay, so there is your bookmark. Now we're going to make our tassel, so let's put this to the side. So the supplies you're going to need are yarn, any color of your choice. We're going to use hoop rings and my charm. Along with these materials, I have my fabric scissors, and then I created myself a little template using chipboard to help me create my tassel. So if you notice, my chipboard has a couple notches. It has left and right notches and up and down notches. So depending how long you want your tassel to be are the notches that you're going to use. Now I want my notches to be 4 inches long, so I'm using the 4-inch side. If I wanted it to be a shorter tassel, then I would use a 3-inch side. So first thing you're going to do is cut a piece of yarn about 12 inches long, and I'm going to attach it to my side notches just like that. And now I'm going to wrap my yarn around the chipboard multiple times. So I wrapped it around about 15 times. Now I'm going to trim it. Now I'm going to take my yarn that I had tucked in to the notches, slide it up, and make a double knot. Just like that. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and make the knot for my tassel up here, just by wrapping it around my fingers and sliding the yarn through to make a knot. Okay, so this here is how long my tassel is going to hang on my bookmark. So we're going to slide off the yarn, squeeze and gather the yarn together. Make sure you only leave in the top the 2 that you already knotted. Everything else bring down. Cut another piece of yarn, again about 12 inches. And I'm going to add this to the top of my tassel. Before I make a tight knot, I'm just going to put it in place and make it tight. Add a second knot. Now I'm going to take my hoop rings, and these I purchased on Amazon, and they're thin and they're pretty much easy to just open them up. Slide your charm in, and I'm using a butterfly charm. Slide my yarn through the hoop, and now make a double knot. If you want, you can even take this yarn and wrap it around the head a couple times, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it as is. And now I'm going to gather my yarn and give it a good trim at the bottom. Just like that. Now we will add our tassel to our bookmark. So I like to run the top piece through, open it up, and then slide the tassel through. And that's how I secure it. Give this a trim. And there's your tassel. Bring in your notebook, add your tassel, add your bookmark with your tassel. And that's it. And keep in mind, these little notebooks and the bookmark with the tassel will be included in the loaded envelope purchase. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thanks for watching.